Hilltop Panther News Team. I'm Sophia, and this is Elliot. Today we're not in the studio because we're home and social distancing.
Since the coronavirus pandemic broke, we have been delivering the news from home where it's safe. Today we have a story about the play that was performed at our school. It was called The Prince and the Pauper.
We interviewed people that had a role in the play or with the production, the directors who are also actors and two of the student actors.
We also interviewed a couple of people who brought the play to our school. One of them happens to be my mom. Over to you, Luca.
Hi, I'm Luca with the Page Hilltop Panther News Team, and I'm here with Mrs. Murray and Mrs. McCreary. They helped bring this great program to our school. I'm also with two of the actors from Children's Stage Adventures. Thank you all for joining me today. Why did you want to bring the play to Page Hilltop?
Well, about a year ago, my friend and neighbor, Miss McCreary, who was also a select woman for our town, came to me with a neat opportunity she thought our students here would like.
I had been fortunate enough to be chosen as the accompanist for this production in the Byram School in Chelmsford, and I was so impressed with everything the kids learned and what they did in just a week that I wanted to bring it to air.
Do you think the play can help kids learn? If so, how?
Oh, it helps them in many ways. It helps them memorize. It helps them develop some stage presence, or in more generally, just public speaking. And it gives them confidence and helps with their singing.
And I've also learned this week that acting and being in a play is a team sport. Everybody's in it together. If someone falls down or forgets the line, everybody else is there to help and make the show go on.
Hello, what are your names and where are you from?
My name is Mackenzie Mormon, and I am from a really small town in Ohio called Piketon.
And my name is Scott McGee, and I am from Jackson, Mississippi.
What made you interested in working for the Children's Stage Adventures?
So during my senior year of college last May, I went to a regional audition called the Northeastern Theater Conference, and there I learned about a company called Children's Stage Adventures. And I was like, oh, that sounds really awesome. I spent my summers in college working at a theater arts summer camp, and so I was like, and I decided to apply and did some phone interviews, and I got the job. And I think that bringing theater to schools like this is so important because theater teaches kids empathy, it teaches them confidence, and it helps them all work together. And it's been a lot of fun so far.
What exactly do you do when you travel to schools for a play?
Well, it is a 1 week process, basically 4.5 days. Kids audition on the first day of the Monday, and we do a 2-hour audition, and then we cast all the parts, up to 50 or 60 roles in the show. We start rehearsing right away. Another 2 hours that same day on Monday. And then on Tuesday and Wednesday, we're teaching the show for another 4 hours. Then Thursday, we're running the show again for 4 hours. And then Friday, we actually put on the show. We start adding in the music on Wednesday. We start adding in the set and the props on Thursday. And then the lights come in, and then today, like Friday, we put in the costumes, and then the makeup, and then we add the audience. So it's really kind of a crash course in theater. You learn it all really, really quick, and it teaches kids that if you work hard, you put these goals together, and then you can achieve those goals. It's a really good lesson to do theater in such a short amount of time like that.
What is your favorite place that you have traveled for the play company?
I think that my favorite place was probably Kingfield, Maine, because we got to stay in a haunted hotel, and that was really fun to stay at a haunted hotel on Halloween week. And I also really liked Newberry, Vermont, because I got to go sledding.
The cool part of this job is that you get to see lots of different places, and you go different towns all over. You can go to a big town, and you have lots of access to things. You go to a small town, and sometimes you stay on a farm, and it's kind of cool. I got to go up to Fort Kent, Maine, which is very, very tip-top of Maine, and it's actually where Highway 1 goes all the way. It starts at the mile marker 0, and you actually look across and you see the Canadian border. It's really cool, and there was a lot of snowbillers around, so that was kind of fun. I kind of enjoyed that.
Thank you all for answering my questions. Over to you, Olivia. Hello, I'm Olivia with the Page Hilltop Panther News Team, and I'm here with a couple of students who are in the play. Joey is a 5th grader and Simone is a 2nd grader. Thanks for joining me today. What character are you playing as?
I'm playing Nan Canty, daughter of John Canty.
And I am playing John Canty, and I am the father of the Pauper, played by Lindsay.
What do you like best about being in the play?
Well, I thought it was going to be really active and fun, and I thought it would be fun because we were going to be learning a lot of lines, and my dad used to be in a play, and it was really fun knowing that he was going to be an actor.
That's a good question. I wanted to be in the play because I love goofing off and being silly and overall just acting in general.
Good luck in the play, and thanks for answering my questions. Back to Sophia and Elliot in the studio.
Thanks, Olivia. Those were some interesting interviews.
Me and Sophia were in the show, and we really enjoyed it. I was the prince.
I loved all the songs. They were so cool.
To all you 5th graders out there, we hope you can find some way to have fun. We've been eating a lot of ice cream. Stay safe and have fun.
Yeah, I've been eating a lot of ice cream here too. If you have to leave your house, remember to wear a mask.
Oh no, I feel another pun coming on.
As the baby chickens would say, later peeps.
Bye.
Bye.